Welcome back to the Hotep Money Channel, where we cover the latest in artificial intelligence and finance news. I'm your host, Hotep Jesus, and without further ado, let's get into today's report. So we do have some updates as far as the economy is concerned. We got jobless claims numbers came in and inflation numbers came in. Yeah, price index stuff. For the jobless claims, 200,000 actual, better than they expected, 209,000, and only slightly up 1,000 from the previous week's revised 199,000. The 4-week average also fell to its lowest level since 2029. This remains very low by historical standards, showing few people are losing jobs. PCE numbers, headline PCE rose 0.2% month over month and 2.8% year over year. Core PCE, that's excluding food, energy, also increased 0.2% and 2.8% yearly, matching forecasts, but staying above the Fed's 2% target and ticking up slightly from the prior month's 2.7%. So what this means for the broader market, the strong jobless claims data points to a resilient labor market with limited layoffs, which supports overall economic health and lowers recession worries. However, the sticky PCE at 2.8% suggests inflation is not dropping quickly toward the Fed's 2% goal. This points to interest rates staying higher for longer. No hurry for big cut rates in 2026. It helps sectors like banking through better lending profits, but can weigh on interest rate sensitive areas like technology and growth stocks while keeping treasury bond yields higher and more volatile. Overall, the market sentiment is mildly hawkish, favoring tighter policy. The data shows a solid economy without runaway inflation, leading to some dollar strength. Occasional rises in bond yields and a cautious mood in stocks as investors now expect fewer or later Fed rate cuts, perhaps only one in 2026, down from earlier hopes. So there's no panic selling, but it encourages patience on expecting easier monetary policy soon. Davos. Day 4 of the World Economic Forum in Davos 2026 annual meeting. President Donald Trump made headlines by formally launching his Board of Peace initiative today, a new body aimed at resolving global conflicts, starting with sustaining the Gaza ceasefire. He signed the charter on stage, calling it a potential rival to the UN through several key U.S. allies, though several key U.S. allies are sitting out for now. Meanwhile, Vladimir Zelensky sharply criticized Europe as lost. He called Europe lost for focusing on trying to influence Trump instead of confronting threats like Russia head on. So he's still crying about Russia. Elon Musk took the stage in a conversation with BlackRock's Larry Fink, discussing space exploration, AI, robotics, energy, and his optimistic view on tech's future. You guys should probably go check that out. He did call himself an alien as well. Other highlights included sessions on Saudi Vision 2030 progress and Yo-Yo Ma's musical performance. The mood remains tense amid trade shifts from U.S. tariffs and ongoing geopolitical realignments. And Davos 2026 is all about navigating a changing world order. So this is what I was talking about before, where, like I said, it's the final chapter, and then a new book is about to open up. So Davos has just said it, changing world order. Yeah, exactly what's happening. So that is your economic and Davos update. Earnings. We got earnings. Intel right now, right? Yeah, we got Intel. FCX was earlier today. They blew away their earnings report. Intel is up post-market. When you watch this, it'll be yesterday for you on YouTube. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button so you never miss another one of these profitable updates. And SLB, big oil company, they got earnings Friday. Looking forward to that as well. I will be watching that one. SpaceX, speaking of Elon Musk, SpaceX is lining up an IPO. They've got 4 banks. Sorry, those are the charts. So they're looking to IPO. They're looking at Bank of America, Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, and Chase, and Morgan Stanley. Reuters reported last month that Morgan Stanley is emerging as the leading contender for a key role in SpaceX's IPO. So it looks like Morgan Stanley may be the one to get that IPO. I'm usually, more often than not bullish on IPOs. This is one IPO I think if you can get the IPO before it goes live, it might hold its value, but you know, it's a crapshoot. Critical metals, you guys should definitely have this on your watch list. Their stock performed really well today. They got a joint venture with Saudi Arabia, and of course they have commenced their Greenland plant. You know, we had that news coming from Trump about Greenland and all of that. Yeah, so with Trump sort of falling back and saying he's not going to put boots on the ground, no military invasion, critical metals benefited from that. They do plan a Saudi Arabia facility, and this is a mine to processing supply chain. So yeah, this is end to end right here. Well, almost end to end. But in Saudi Arabia. So super bullish on critical metals, probably undervalued right now. Not financial advice, do your own research, but should definitely be on your watch list, maybe even your portfolio. Another stock that should be in your portfolio, I'm super bullish on Applied Digital. Applied Digital, they got a new campus. And if you're not familiar with this company, they are a designer, builder, and operator of high performance data centers. They claim sustainable energy or sustainable engineering, but they did break ground on Delta Forge 1, which is an AI factory campus in a strategic southern U.S. market. So do your own research. I'm not sure where this is, but apparently it's in the south of the U.S. Might be Texas, I don't know, maybe Arizona, I don't know. But these things are popping up. These data centers are popping up. Applied Digital, super bullish. Definitely add them to your watch list. Not financial advice. Do your own research. And then lastly, we got upgrades and downgrades from Sinking Alpha. Sinking Alpha got some upgrades and downgrades here. Accenture upgrade from hold to buy. Lululemon upgrade from sell to hold, and AMD is getting a downgrade. I was like, really? And they said, when I look at AMD, I see a genuinely remarkable company and CEO, but I also see a crowd of market participants that have projected their value onto the stock to the detriment of the equity's intrinsic valuation being accurately depicted in public markets. Right. Consensus rating of 23.5% upside in the next 12 months means nothing in the face of an aggregate market valuation that is more than +2 standard deviations above fair value. So there's that. And then Netflix got a downgrade to sell by long player. They say the business is fine. It is the stock price that needs adjusting. Mr. Market is coming out of one of those periods of irrational exuberance that has marked this stock price since it went public. The latest earnings report continues a growth rate that is expected for a large company like this that is nothing close to the PE ratio. So there you have it. Those are your upgrades and downgrades according to Seeking Alpha. Not financial advice, do your own research. And hit the like and subscribe button and leave a comment below. Say hi, say something. Just leave a comment, do anything. I don't care. Just say something. Curse me out. I really don't care. You know, just leave a comment. Anyway, that's your update for the day. I'll see you back here tomorrow.
I remember when you was training me, man, when it was training day, like Denzel.
Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up.